Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about doing a savory fat fast, which is a non-sweet fat fast. I'm going to make some bacon bombs for that. And then at the end of it all, I'm going to give you a sneak peek in what it takes or what we're doing to create this cookbook that I'm working on. I'm Anita from KetogenicWoman.com, and this is my channel where I show you how I've lost almost 150 pounds following an animal-based ketogenic way of eating. Okay, today I'm doing a fat fast, and I've had several requests lately from people who want to do a fat fast that does not have anything sweet in it. So, no ice cream or treats or anything like that, just a savory fat fast. So that's what I'm doing today. And I'm actually going to go over quite a few ideas for how to do that. But I'm also going to make what I'm calling bacon bombs. This idea came from somebody in one of the Facebook groups, and I thought it was a great idea, and so I'm recreating it, and we're gonna do that right now. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I'm down to my last one. This is a bacon bomb. It's made out of bacon grease that I've saved, and it also has some little bit of cut up pieces of bacon inside it. And very delicious, but like I said, it's my last one, so let's make a new batch. It's really simple what you need for this. I've got 3/4 of a cup of bacon grease here. I saved this in the fridge from when I make oven bacon or pan fried bacon. And you can make mayonnaise out of the saved bacon grease. You can cook with it. And in this case, we're gonna make some bacon bombs. I also have 3 slices of bacon. They look small, but they're folded in half. I had baked some in the oven, and I saved these 3 to make this batch. We're going to get 12 bombs all in total. This is my little silicone mold. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut up each of these bacon pieces and distribute it evenly. When this is finished, each bomb is going to be 98% fat, and so that falls under the umbrella of fat fast items to eat. So let me just cut these up. I find scissors sometimes easier. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, I'm gonna put that aside. Basically what I am doing is I'm putting a 1/4 piece of bacon inside each of these molds, just putting it in the bottom. Okay, I have my bacon all divided. Here is my 3/4 of a cup bacon grease, or 12 tablespoons. I'm just gonna give it a little stir, and all I'm going to do is pour a tablespoon into each mold. Now, of course, when I took this out of the fridge, it was solid. Then you can melt it either in a small pot, if you want to do the microwave, however you would normally melt your bacon grease or butter for a recipe. Just do it that way. There's a smidgen left. I'll see if I can just distribute it. I am going to now put a little bit of salt on. I have some wonderful flaked salt that I got when I was in Alaska. You don't have to add salt, but I found the first time I did it, that when I went to eat them after they were frozen, they really lacked something. They weren't quite salty enough for me. So this is spruce tip salt. It comes from the Alaska Pure Salt Company. And I'm just sprinkling, a pinch on the top of each one. I'm going to do wild blueberry salt on the other 6. I find it fun to play with these different salts, and they just add something, and you're getting some electrolytes too at the same time when you're eating these. So I'm just going to go and put these in the freezer, and then I'm going to give you a whole bunch of ideas for other savory things you can have on a fat fast day. Okay, so what else can you eat on a savory, non-sweet, fat fast day? Well, there's butter bites. I have 2 butter bites left, so I'll probably make some butter bites as well. You can make tallow bites. Tallow bites, you can do it with tallow that you buy, or you can render your own tallow, save up your cooking fat, and make it out of that. One thing that I've made before is half tallow, half butter bites. Butter's so expensive, and tallow isn't, unless you buy the Wagyu tallow online or something. That gets pricey. But generally, if you're rendering your own, it's not very expensive. It's cheaper than butter. And so I like to mix it half and half because I do like the flavor of the butter bites. The other thing you can use is cod livers in oil. This is about 95% fat. So this is something that I would have on a savory fat fast day. The other last week when I tried these, I coated them in some pork rinds and put them in the air fryer for about 10 minutes, I think it was, at 400. And then you let them sit, and so they will firm up and get crispy. And I really actually enjoyed that. You could then dip that in some clean mayonnaise, adding to your fat for the day. And then here's a few that I wrote down and made a note of. Oh, and the tallow bites, I will link a video below where I've made the tallow bites. You can whip them or just have them unwhipped, so that's an option too. These are what we've just made are the bacon bombs. Bone marrow is something that you can have on a fat fast. Heavy cream, though don't add, I was making fat fast ice cream with it. I'll link that below. But on a savory day, you just wouldn't add any sweetener to it. You could still make plain ice cream with it if you like, but just don't add sweetener. If you are lucky and have good quality cream that's organic, it actually does taste kind of sweet on its own. You can also do some high-fat cheeses. Now, the high-fat cheeses is only if you can tolerate dairy. And also, I just want to caution you that they do contain some protein and some carbs. So the best thing to do with the cheeses would be to spread butter on top to get that fat percentage up higher. So for example, some cheeses that would qualify for this would be triple cream brie, mascarpone, mascarpone, I think I've said that right, and cream cheese. Those 3 cheeses are all very high fat, but they don't quite, if you're just eating those by themselves, you're still not getting, that percentage quite high enough. So again, you want to combine them with some butter. The mascarpone cheese, you could put some heavy whipped cream on top that you've whipped but not added sweetener to. That would actually be very much like a fat fast dessert, but without any sweetener. Pork jowls are very high in fat. They're about 96% fat. MCT oil. Now I know that's not carnivore for those of you who are doing carnivore. I do use it on, from time to time. They can increase your ketones, and so I like them for that reason. And I'm not, clearly 100% pure in this. So, be that what it may. Egg yolks are another thing. And I was thinking that maybe combining egg yolks, mashing up egg yolks with the cod livers might be a good idea. That would probably taste kind of good, like deviled eggs almost. So those are the things that I would generally go towards, having on a fat fast day where I'm doing non-sweet, like not using any sweeteners at all, just sticking with some basic foods. So I will list all these below and on the screen for you so that you can take a screenshot of it. So when we come back, I'm going to show you and we'll taste test the finished bacon bombs. And then I'm going to take you for a sneak peek behind the scenes while we, with a shot that we've created for one of the cookbook recipes. And it actually will be something that I can have a little bit of today because it is also very high fat. And I'm going to leave as a surprise what it is, but it's very high fat and it will qualify for Fat Fast. So we'll see you in the next segment. Okay, time's up. I'm just gonna go and grab my bacon bombs. I think they've been in there for about an hour. We have our 12 frozen bacon bombs. And so I'm going to pop one out and give it a taste. Oh, you can see some of the purple blueberry salt landed on the bottom of this one, kind of sunk down. These should be salty enough. Very tasty. I really like adding the salt, and it just, I don't know, it just brings out a lot more of the bacon flavor, and it's smoky at the same time. Really great for the savory Fat Fast. So I'm going to put these back in the freezer because you've probably noticed a whole bunch of extra stuff here on the counter. And that is because while these were firming up in the freezer, I was preparing a carnivore cheesecake for the cookbook. And this particular cheesecake was the one that was featured at Meat Stock 2025. I got some great ideas from Chef Patty on how to present it and, some tweaks, which actually are in the Meat Stock cookbook. I'll link this below. You can get it from Amazon. It's got this recipe in it, which will also be in my cookbook, and as well as, some other favorites from Meat Stock. And while we're talking about Meat Stock, if you haven't been to Meat Stock and you're thinking of going, tickets are limited. They are going to run out soon. I'm going to show you a poster up here that has me on it because, of course, I'm going to be there in May. May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is the convention, or May 2nd and 3rd is the convention part. And I've been the last 2 years, and it is so worthwhile. If you use Ketogenic Woman, you will get $50 off towards your ticket. But even more than that, I don't even care personally about that. I just want to see people come to it because the lineup of speakers is incredible this year. So I really hope to see you there. A lot of people put their heart and soul into Meat Stock, and you can feel that when you're there. And so I wish that for everybody. Hope to see you there. Thank you. But what I want to do is, there was a flurry of activity here while I tried to make, this plain Jane cake looking a little more presentable for the cookbook. And so I, got out the pastry thing and zested a lemon. I made some topping for it from out of pork rinds. I'm going to bring you over into the photo studio so that you can see how we laid it out and what we did. And I'll show you a few other things in there. So come on with me, and you're going to get some behind the scenes info and just see what we're doing over there. This used to be my dining room table. This is for now, for the next few months, no longer my dining room table. It is where we've got the lighting and reflectors set up so that we can take proper, well-lit photographs. So what we've done here is we've set up the cheesecake on what we thought was an appropriate colored placemat and garnished it with the topping and the lemon zest, put a single serving of it in a bowl. And so it's all here. It actually made a fairly nice photograph. Now I have zero artistic talent of any kind. And so my son has been coming up here and choosing colors and utensils and helping with the layout so that it looks good. So I am quite grateful to him for doing that. Luckily, he lives just downstairs and has been keen to participate and do it. So I'm just very excited that I have that kind of help. Otherwise, everything would just be on a white plate with the same napkin. So, but I also want to show you. So this was my dining room table. So over here is our little station where we can see the photographs as they come up. The camera is tethered to this laptop. And a lot of this is magic to me. I've got Terry doing this part where she's controlling the light and the camera and the angles. The publishing company wants several different angles of each shot and as far out as we can get it so they can do whatever cropping that they want to do. So that's taking up this part of this very small living room. And if you come over here, this is our prop table. And in here, let's start at the bottom. If you go to the bottom, we've got a couple of storage bins here. A lot of these things I got from Value Village and the Sally Ann. We just picked up a variety of plates of different colors, platters, bowls and things. We've got, just anything we might need that, depending on whatever it is we're cooking, just different sizes, colors, shapes. In here, we have a variety of different colored napkins. Some of them were from the thrift store. Some of them are just from our own collection, upstairs, downstairs, kitchen. And some I bought just so that I would have certain colors. And then we also have a variety of colors of, these round placemats. And we have an assortment of different types of cutlery here. Pretty much all of this came from the thrift store. Some of it is really cool. We have some vintage things. Ooh, these were new. I got these in Alaska from my friends Bonnie and Melissa. I don't know if you can see that. We'll do something with one of the sardine recipes there. They bought that in Alaska for me, which was nice. We've got various napkin rings in here as well, and some tablecloths. Just sort of basic accessories and cutting boards and things like that, just to make the pictures more interesting so that they don't all look exactly the same. So not a lot of room in here. My couch used to be here somewhere, and now it's right in front of the TV. So there's no room for entertaining or having a bunch of people over until this cookbook is done. So this is the behind the scenes view of what's going on here in my living room, Ketogenic Woman living room. So I hope you've enjoyed that little snippet of what my life is like right now. And thanks for watching. I know what I wanted to do. Hang on, come back over here. Sometimes the best part of doing the recipe is getting to eat it after it's over. This is the lemon cheesecake. It's got whipped topping on it. It is sweetener optional. The crumbs on top are pork rind and cinnamon and butter. And I am going to give it a taste. So yummy, perfect for a fat fast too. So I'm all in for this one. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.
Hi everybody, today I'm going to talk about how to do a savory fat fast. I'm going to show you a bacon bomb. There we go.